They aren't superhuman. They weren't handed golden keys at birth, and they certainly didn't rely on luck. So what exactly separates the world's most successful people from everyone else? The answer might surprise you. It lies in the habits they obsessively live by. Ruthless, intentional, and deeply ingrained habits. But here's the real question. What if these same habits could rewire your life too? Because success, it's never an accident. It's the compound effect of small, consistent actions repeated with intention. In this video from Growth Mindset Success, we're not offering motivational fluff or cookie-cutter advice. We're revealing the precise rituals that the top 1% quietly rely on, habits so powerful they can shift the direction of your life if you dare to adopt them. Ready to uncover the habits that the winners of life don't just talk about, but live and breathe daily? Watch till the end. The final one might just flip your mindset forever. 1. Relentless morning mastery. Own the first hour. Win the day. Here's a secret. Before most people even wake up, high achievers are already winning. They don't hit snooze. Why? Because they know that the first hour of the day isn't just a routine, it's a battlefield. They use this sacred hour with purpose. Movement to wake the body, stillness to sharpen the mind, learning to fuel the intellect. Ever wondered why the top 1% never seem reactive or rushed? It's because they design their morning with strategy. Journaling, visualization, planning. No notifications, no chaos, just clarity. What would your life look like if you owned your mornings with this kind of intensity? And more importantly, what's it costing you not to? 2. Brutal self-discipline. Doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Here's something no one tells you. Motivation is unreliable, but discipline is bulletproof. Successful people feel the resistance, but they move through it anyway. Cold workouts, uncomfortable conversations, tedious tasks. They don't negotiate with emotions. They command themselves. They've trained their willpower like a warrior trains for war. And every time they do what others avoid, they gain an edge. So ask yourself, what's one thing you've been avoiding, and how would your life change if you just did it anyway? 3. Crystal clear vision. Seeing the end before the beginning. Can you clearly see where you're headed, or are you just drifting? The elite don't just have goals, they visualize them constantly. They feel them. They obsess over them. They act like it's already done. And that unwavering clarity becomes their compass. When distractions show up, irrelevant. They simply don't match the vision. And when failure hits, as it always does, their mental picture keeps them grounded. So here's the challenge. If your life was a movie, what scene are you fighting to reach? And are your daily actions aligned with it? 4. Obsessive learning and unlearning. Replacing stagnation with growth. Want to know the fastest way to fall behind in today's world? Stop learning. Successful people treat knowledge like oxygen. They inhale books, devour ideas, seek mentors, and crucially, they're not afraid to unlearn outdated beliefs. They're not just upgrading skills. They're upgrading operating systems. They don't ask, what do I know? They ask, what am I missing? So here's a thought. What if the belief that's holding you back is one you've never questioned? 5. Ruthless time ownership. Every minute counts, or it's cut. Time is their most sacred currency, and they spend it like it's gold. No endless scrolling. No pointless meetings. No draining company. Just clarity and control. Calendars over chaos. Energy over ego. Their secret. Every hour has a job. And anything that doesn't add value, gone. What would your calendar say about your priorities right now? And more importantly, what would your results say? 6. Deep work addiction. Entering flow and blocking noise. What if you could create 10x the results in half the time? Successful people enter deep work, that sacred state where distractions vanish and output explodes. No multitasking, no notifications, just flow. It's in these hours that books are written, businesses are scaled, breakthroughs are born. They don't just work hard, they go deep. And in a world addicted to shallow busywork, depth is a superpower. Could your next big leap be hiding behind just 2 hours of uninterrupted focus? Quick pause. If this is resonating, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Growth Mindset Success, and drop a comment with the habit you're most excited to adopt. This isn't just a video, it's a movement. Let's grow together. 7. Strategic relationships. Proximity to power and positivity. Look around who's in your circle, because your environment is your future. Successful people don't leave relationships to chance. They're surgical about it. They seek ambition, wisdom, positivity, vision. They avoid drama like it's poison because it is. They know the right conversation can unlock a year's worth of growth, and the wrong one can delay it. So ask yourself, who around you is pulling you forward, and who's quietly holding you back? Your circle either challenges your limits or cements them. Energy is contagious, and so is mediocrity. Choose proximity with purpose, or risk becoming a product of your surroundings. 8. Relentless accountability. Never victims, always owners. Here's the brutal truth. You can blame the world, or you can own your world, but you can't do both. Highly successful people never play victim. When things go wrong, they look in the mirror, not out the window. Why? Because ownership gives them power. Power to pivot, power to grow, power to change outcomes. What would happen if starting today you acted like everything was your responsibility? That mindset separates the average from the exceptional. It transforms problems into projects and setbacks into setups. Because when you take full ownership, you stop waiting and you start creating. 9. Gratitude as a power tool. Anchoring in abundance before more arrives. What if gratitude wasn't just a nice idea, but a performance hack? Top performers practice deep, strategic gratitude. Not to sound spiritual, but to stay centered in chaos. It regulates their nervous system, sharpens their focus, and fuels emotional resilience. They don't wait until they have it all, they're grateful while they build. And that's why they attract even more. What if the missing piece to your next level was simply learning to appreciate where you are? Gratitude rewires your brain to spot opportunities, not obstacles. It builds momentum by shifting your energy from lack to abundance. And in that state, you don't just perform, you thrive. 10. Relentless execution. Ideas are nothing without movement. Everyone talks, everyone plans, few move. The successful, they act quickly, imperfectly, and repeatedly. No waiting, no perfect moment, just motion. They iterate, they learn, they evolve through action. Because they know, overthinking is a slow death. Momentum is everything. So here's your final cliffhanger. What's the idea that's been stuck in your head for weeks? And what would happen if you executed it today? You don't need to be ready, you need to begin. You don't need approval, just permission from yourself. Because action beats perfection every single time. There is no secret sauce, no overnight hack, just consistent, often uncomfortable action repeated relentlessly. These 10 habits, they're not just tweaks. They are the mental operating systems of the top 1%. If you're serious about becoming your future self, it starts by living like them now. Like the video, subscribe to Growth Mindset Success, and drop a comment. Which habit are you committed to mastering? The journey doesn't start tomorrow. It starts now.